I hope you guys had a sweet time together as a family, celebrating and praying blessing. Graduates, I hope that that was a moment for you that you will carry with you, that you will recognize the intentionality of your parents, your family, to speak and pray blessing over your life. It's a significant moment in your life as they launch you into this next phase. Each year, we always ask a particular graduate to speak on behalf of their class. And it's with great joy that I'm going to invite Mr. Wilson Jordan to come on up here to the stage to share. Wilson is one of those individuals who his answer is yes all the time. And sometimes it gets him in a little behind on certain things. But Wilson, you have such a servant heart, and you live your life with great intentionality. And it's a joy to get to have walked alongside of you. And I know Wilson's going to do a great job sharing on behalf of your class. So take it away.
I appreciate it. Well, hello, everyone. How's it going tonight? As Ryan said, my name is Wilson Jordan. I'm graduating this year. For the past 5 years, I've had the privilege of working on the backstage team in the student ministry. But before that, a little bit of a funny story. So 7th grade is when we had that transition into the student ministry from Carmel Kids. And one night, me and Chris Mangum down there in the center, the ginger, we're up in the Rock. And for people who don't know what that is, that's the old gym. And it had an audio console. Now, us two, being techies and being a little curious, we decided that we're going to start messing with the audio console, which for something that you don't know what it is, and it's a little bit of an expensive piece of technology, you probably shouldn't be doing that. Now, anyways, Mr. Ryan Jackson, with a very long beard at the time, came up and was not so happy with us, for good reason. So he told us not to touch it, and I don't remember this part, but my parents said I was pretty upset about this. And I said I was never coming back to another student ministry event, ever. Now, obviously, that is not true, because I'm still standing here today. But anyways, so after that, I was able to apply and be a student leader on the backstage team the next year. And then 2 or 3 years ago, I was given the opportunity to co-lead the team with Nathan Bayer for 1 or 2 years, and then Sam Bowers, which I don't know where he's sitting, but he's in here somewhere, back there. So anyways, it's been an honor serving with y'all, and I thank you for all the work that you've been able to do with me. Now, anyways, a big thing that we've gone over in Carmel has been our spiritual gifts. In 6th grade, with Miss Leah Kilcoyne and some other small group leaders, we were able to do a spiritual gift test online, and we were able to go in that and grow it. And just, Carmel does a great job of helping us grow. Now, I would like to talk about a verse from 1 Corinthians, and this is 1 Corinthians 12, 7 through 11. It says, "To each is given the manifestation of the Spirit for the common good. For to one is given through the Spirit the utterance of wisdom, and to the other the utterance of knowledge, according to the same Spirit. To another faith by the same Spirit, to another gift of healing by one Spirit, to another the working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another the ability to distinguish between spirits, to another various kinds of tongues, to another the interpretation of tongues, and all these are empowered by one and the same Spirit, who apportions to each one individually as he wills." Now, Carmel has equipped us to be able to take the knowledge of these gifts and help to use them to share the gospel. So many people have been able to influence us through these years, such as Ryan Jackson. We have Sophia Ferguson now. I almost just said Garrison. And then we also have Jason and Christian, who have been able to equip us throughout the student ministry years. Now in Carmel Kids, we had Miss Son Lee, who has gone on, but to a different job. But it was wonderful having her for Carmel Kids and Fam Jam, which I'm sure all of us who were there remember that. And then especially our DC leaders these past couple years with Mr. Griggs and then Richard Roddy, for those of us who went to the 11 o'clock DC. Wasn't a ton, but it was a great group we had last year. But these people have been able to help us grow our gifts, to help share the gospel. And especially this last year, midweek, we were able to go over to the His Glory, My Story. I have it down somewhere, but I have lost my notes, where we actually had some students come up who were able to share their stories on how they have been able to use their gifts to share the gospel with people in either the schools, communities, or places other than the church, which I found just to be a super powerful and amazing message on how the smallest things that we can do to share to others can just have such a huge impact. And we were able to come in, and these people were able to share to us just these small stories that were super encouraging to all of the student body during midweek. I'd also like to thank our parents here for just being an amazing supporter of both helping us grow our gifts, for letting us go to this awesome church here, and for just being with us with every walk in our life as we go on to our next stages, whether that be college, military, staying here to work, or just doing something, that you feel like you need to do. So I just want to appreciate each and every one of you for being here and being able to support us through all our gifts. Now, moving on, I had a couple more things, but honestly, I'd just like to leave off with the blessing for number 6, because I feel like it's just a great way to encourage and a great way to bless us as we move on with our next walk in life. So, bow with me in prayer. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he shine his face upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give us peace. In his name, amen.